There is a moment every trader meets sooner or later, a moment when the charts no longer look like opportunities, but like a battlefield scattered with losses. You sit there staring at the screen, wondering how something that once felt so clear suddenly feels like walking through thick fog. Your heart is heavy, your mind is loud, and every candle feels like a personal attack. This is the losing streak, silent, suffocating, and emotionally exhausting. But today you will learn not just how to escape it, but how to reset your entire mindset, rebuild your mental foundation, and return stronger than you entered. A losing streak isn't punishment. It isn't destiny. It isn't some cosmic message telling you to quit. A losing streak is your mind reaching its limit, your emotional bandwidth getting overloaded, your discipline cracking under pressure. You are not broken. You are simply fatigued. And fatigue masquerading as failure is the most dangerous illusion in trading. So the first step is to understand something most traders never realize. Your strategy doesn't collapse first, your psychology does. And once psychology slips, everything follows. The market doesn't need to hurt you, you start hurting yourself. That is why this reset is not optional, it is essential. Before anything else, you must stop trading. Not later, not tomorrow, now. Because when you are bleeding mentally, discipline becomes a suggestion instead of a command. Your risk tolerance stretches, your patience shrinks, your awareness narrows. You stop seeing opportunities and start seeing rescue missions. And rescue missions in trading end one way: disaster. Walking away is not weakness. Walking away is professional strength. Close your charts, step back, and breathe. Let silence replace stimulation for a moment. Your mind can only reset in stillness, never in noise. And once you've stepped away, something important happens. The fog begins to lift, but another danger appears: self-blame. Traders tend to attack themselves in ways they would never attack others. You start calling yourself careless, stupid, emotional, unqualified. You replay your mistakes like a punishment reel. But you need to hear this. Self-blame is emotional self-sabotage disguised as responsibility. You cannot reset your mindset while beating yourself mentally. You must shift from judgment to awareness. You must understand that losses are not reflections of who you are, only reflections of how you behaved in that moment. And behavior can change. You can change. You can rebuild the trader inside you without tearing yourself apart. Now we bring logic back into the equation. Without emotion, without story, only reality. Ask yourself 3 foundational questions that reveal the truth behind every losing streak. Did I follow my plan? Did I take trades I wasn't supposed to? Was I trading based on emotions instead of rules? These questions are more powerful than people realize because losing streaks rarely originate from the market. They originate from your deviation. When your execution slips, your results slip. When your patience evaporates, your accuracy collapses. When your identity as a disciplined trader cracks, your decision-making becomes reactive instead of intentional. But the moment you answer these questions honestly, the reset begins. Awareness is step 1, alignment is step 2. Once you've reflected, it is time for analysis. Not emotional analysis, but clinical review. Look at your previous trades like a doctor diagnosing a patient. No guilt, no pain, just observation. Most losing streaks have patterns you never notice when tilted emotionally. You might see that you were trading during sessions you normally avoid. You might realize you switched strategies mid-week. You might find that your stop losses were too tight or your entries rushed. And almost always, you will see this. Your psychology shifted first, your execution shifted second, and your results shifted last. This is why mindset reset is not optional. It is the core. Once you extract the lessons, the next step is rebuilding confidence. But confidence is a fragile thing. It is not rebuilt through big wins, heavy risk, or aggressive comeback attempts. Confidence is rebuilt through control, through simplicity, through consistency. You return to the charts with reduced lot size, clear rules, and the intention to prove something simple. You are capable of following your plan. One clean trade, one clean execution, one calm reaction. That is how you stitch your mindset back together. Not through glory, through discipline. As you begin re-entering the market, remember this: you must redefine your trader identity, because identity shapes action far more than motivation ever will. Tell yourself every day, I am a disciplined trader. I do not chase, I do not panic, I do not drift from my rules. When you internalize that identity, your behavior shifts naturally. You trade with clarity, not desperation. You wait for confirmation, not hope. You respect your stop-loss, not fear it. A trader with a strong identity is unshakable even in chaos. Imagine yourself stepping back into the markets not as the wounded version of you, but the refined one. You are no longer reacting to losses. You are responding with understanding. The market is not your enemy. It is a mirror reflecting your mental state. When you are calm, it becomes clear. When you're emotional, it becomes chaotic. So as you return with renewed intention. The goal isn't to recover lost money. The goal is to recover your mind. And once your mind is restored, the profits follow naturally, steadily, almost effortlessly. Feel the shift inside you. Notice how the pressure in your chest has softened. Notice how the noise in your mind has quieted. Notice how your breathing has deepened. This is what happens when you stop seeing trading as a fight and start seeing it as a dialogue between you and your discipline. A losing streak no longer has power over you. The fear fades, the frustration dissolves. You begin to see reality clearly again. Losses are part of the game, but losing control is optional. And now, control is returning. A trader's strength isn't measured by how well they perform during winning streaks. Anyone can trade with confidence when everything works. Your true strength emerges in the dark moments, the drawdowns, the mistakes, the psychological collapses. This is where the real traders are born, refined, sharpened. Pressure doesn't break you. Pressure reveals you. And right now, that revelation is transforming you. When you walk back to the charts after this mindset reset, you walk back as someone reborn. You walk back with patience deep in your bones. You walk back with discipline stitched into your decisions. You walk back with clarity sharper than any indicator. And you walk back with a new identity, one built from resilience, not fear. The losing streak that once suffocated you becomes the catalyst for your evolution. The pain becomes purpose. The setback becomes strength. And here's the truth very few traders ever discover. The greatest breakthrough often comes immediately after the greatest emotional low, because your mind is forced to grow, to adapt, to wake up. That is happening right now. You are not the trader you were before the losing streak. You are wiser, you are calmer, you are more intentional. And from this point forward, you trade not from fear, but from mastery. If you ever return to a losing streak again, and you will because trading is a lifelong journey, remember this process. Remember that you do not crumble, you reset. You do not panic, you analyze. You do not chase, you wait. And above all, you do not quit. Because the trader who masters the mind eventually masters the market. And today, that trader is you. If this message helped you reset your mindset, don't walk this trading journey alone. Join my Telegram community today, where I share daily mindset boosts, SMC insights, and trader support so you never feel lost during tough moments. Click the link in the description and join us. Your next level begins there.